It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. The heart of Massachusetts should be freedom, justice, and liberty. Freedom-led pilgrims of Plymouth Bay. Salem trials had justice too late. The sons of liberty spilled the tea, and then the redcoats spilled their blood. The shot heard around the world rang out from the Bay State. Boston strong and ready to defend. It's where revolution started and ends. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. Quincy Market, Freedom Trail, Charles River, Boston Harbor, Bunker Hill, Griffin's Wharf, Fenway Park, on North Charge. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day.
Hey, hi everybody. All right, let me put this on mute. Hold on. Sorry about that. All right, everybody. Just a heads up. Gotta be on your best behavior. I'm gonna go and say a prayer for my friend Mikey. Thank you, everybody who said prayer. Appreciate that. If you guys know what a cornerstone is and how important a cornerstone is to a building, that building right there, my grandfather laid the cornerstone, which is right there, the very corner. It's one little brick they set, and the whole building goes off of that, how that brick is set and proportioned and whatnot. So there's usually a time capsule inside of them where you break them open and you get stuff out of them, newspapers and stuff. But my grandfather laid that right at the corner, a little cross on it. I can't zoom in, but there it is. Michelle, he's got cancer. Yes, Dragonfly. Kind of one of the reasons I ain't been around. It's kind of messing me up a little bit. He's a dynamite guy. You guys don't know him the way I do. Just can't. I don't have any words to say anything. I don't. I should probably put my seatbelt on, huh? Yeah, I've been at that church past 3 weeks, all different times, asking for help. It's just not fair. It really isn't. So yeah, that's that. I don't know what else I can do or say about it. Really, I'm kind of really at a loss. I don't have it. I don't even know where to begin or what to say to you people. You all kind of need an answer. You deserve an answer. But when you don't even want to believe that it's real, that it doesn't happens to everybody else, you know? Not my friend Mike. No. So, yeah, just a little, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say to you people. I really don't. I'm sorry. I don't have anything to say. I don't know what to say. So, just keep going on every day, I guess. It just hurts a lot. And there's nothing I can do about it. I am absolutely powerless. Powerless over that whole situation. So, thank you, Chrissy's mom. It's just hard to even think about it. Pray. Just pray. Mike wouldn't take money if you had. No, he wouldn't. Mike's not like that. He would never. I wish you'd never say that. But Mike, he doesn't. Money's not a thing to him. Really, it's not. His dogs mean like more than anything. Like that's what his dogs and his wife, his family. That is that's yeah. So that's the reason I haven't been online, guys. Just kind of, I don't know. I don't know. I'm absolutely petrified. I shouldn't be, but I am. I don't know. It just hurts. And there's nothing I can do. Oh, I think so. I think he's doing it now. I think he's already. I don't think they waited. I'll put it that way. It was like instant. And I know, I know, I know he's got really good doctors. If you knew his wife, then you wouldn't even question the level of care that he's going to get. Like, I know that. I'm not worried about that. I know in that way, his wife is on that. Like, she's got that covered, really. And she's got the connections to get him the right people. Uh, oh, it just hurts. Fucking hurts. Just, I don't know. You ever got, if you ever got your bell rung playing sports, or you walk into a wall or something and it just smashes you in the head, and it wakes you up? but more than wakes you up. It slams you into reality. It's kind of what it's a constant feeling like that. And I need to thank Donkey, who jumped on the stream this morning to help me out. Really hard to do that, and he made it much, much easier. So for Donkey, I thank you, my friend. I appreciate that, dude. It just sucks. Thank you, John. But you know what? Also, Donkey made it easy to do what I did this morning. So that's a huge thank you. But you guys, also, everybody in chat, you all helped me out a lot. A lot. So for that, I thank you very much. And everybody that's here, thank you. Yeah, I should tell. Yeah, I'm dumb. If you're new here, thank you for joining. What we're doing is we're going to court. We're going to go stream Aidan going into court and coming out of court like we do every time that he goes. Trying to document the absolute persecution. It's nothing else, nothing more than that. It's complete persecution of a reporter who just did nothing but his job. Put words on paper, and they went and they locked him up for it. Threw him in jail for 60 freaking days. They arrested him and took him to jail, took his freedom away. 60 days. I can't say how wrong that is on how many levels. You cannot do that. You cannot deprive somebody of their civil rights like that. And they did. All because of what he wrote on the internet. Words on the screen. Absolute boss of anything. Yeah, we'll get you guys there. We'll be there. First Amendment, he's fighting for everybody. He's fighting for you. He's fighting for me. He's fighting for kids that aren't even born yet. And you know it's funny? Not funny, but I gotta say, I give a lot of respect to the guy that called me today. To the guy that called on the phone. He asked me what I thought about Aidan being an anti-Semite. First, I don't think it's appropriate to talk about somebody who I consider a friend. Two, I don't think he said anything that resembles being anti-Semitic in any way. If anything, he is more knowledgeable than some of the people that are feigning this outrage about what happened. You want a horrific event in life, and actually the whole scope of humanity. You want badness and depravity and disgusting, vile. You got it. That's it. It don't get worse than that. It can't. But this guy is going to try and use that as an anchor against Aidan. Yeah, no, not happening. So I told him that I don't believe that Aidan's anti-Semitic in any way because I've never seen anything that even gets to that level personally. And then he asked me about if I approve of Aidan using the C word. And I actually said to him, sir, I actually personally asked Aidan not to use that word. I did. I went up to him and I asked him, can you not use that word? I didn't expect him to listen to me. He's got no reason to. But I asked him. I at least asked him not to use that word. So my response to the guy that called was that specifically, that I actually was one of the people that actually asked him myself personally not to use that word. And he's used it since then because he's not going to listen to me. I am absolutely a nothing and a nobody in the whole scheme of things. He can say whatever he wants, and he does. And the things that he says, I approve of. I don't disagree with quote Turtle Boy and who Turtle Boy is or isn't, for that matter of fact. I mean, I've been riding the turtle way back, like when he first started, he was still teaching, I think. I don't remember. He might, I don't know, but there was only 11 of us. He won an award, and nobody wanted to go pick it up because everybody was anonymous at that point. And if they went and picked it up, they'd have a name to a face. So this guy Brett Killeran, I think he went and actually got the award for Aidan. It was the one that Worcester gave out. Worcester's Finest. Yeah. So I mean, he has won awards. I'm positive of that because I was there when it happened. But yeah. Yeah. So let me just say this real quick. So it's out there. Thursday night. Let me hold on. Let's do this professionally then. Shall we? Let's do that. Let me do this. And I want to send it. All right, hold on. Come on. Uh, oh, by the way, everybody, thank you all. Thank you all. We have 1,000,000 views today. 1,000,000 because of you guys. Because of you guys. Nope. Damn it. I knew that. Yeah. So, let's talk about this, okay, real quick. Let's talk about this. And this is, of course, not me. I'm not sure if you guys can read that. Isn't that real nice? I can promise you. No, no, I can guarantee you Mike hasn't been online. So, why the need to attack him, I wonder? Why? Why? Why attack Mike when he's going through something like this? Why would you say shit like that? Why? Why? Scott McGinnis wrote it. Why? Why would you attack Mike? What did Mike do, Scott? What did he do? Did he walk away from his 4-year-old daughter or his 4-year-old son? Did he do that? No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't do that. That's the difference. Yeah, real nice. Yep. What did Mike do? What did Mike do to Scott McGinnis that is so devastating? Ah! What is it? What did he do? What? I'll wait. I'll wait. Yep. Yep. Imagine that. Why would you talk about someone like that? Real nice. Let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about this. And guess what? Scott is a member of Resistance to Silence. So Scott McGinnis from resistance to silence. Starting all that stuff with Mike. Real nice, huh? Real nice. James Jackson in the house. Thank you, James. James, I know you get it. I know you see. I know you're in it. Like, you see the shit that we gotta deal with, right? Just for being out there, right? You get it. I'm sure, James, if you're not dealing with it now, it's just a matter of time. We all go through it. It's part of the deal, I guess. But, what's up, James? Good to see you here. Yeah. Yeah. And it ain't right. And you're going to attack my friend who's going through some serious shit? You're going to attack him. Why? Why would you attack somebody like that? That's just hitting somebody. That's taking a shot when they're down. You know? That's just the coward way out to do that. That's just so not right. You know? What a nice guy. That tells you all you need to know about who that is. That's it. I didn't say it. He did. Thursday. Last Thursday he said it. Mike hasn't been online for over 3 weeks. So whatever ghost he's thinking or chasing, he better find it and put it to bed. I know, they don't care. They really don't care about anybody but themselves. It's sad. It's really sad. I tried to bring everybody together. I really did. I have receipts. I have invited more content creators to get together than any other content creator out there. That badge I will wear with pride. I've gone out of my way to try and help every single content creator out there. I don't see every content creator as an enemy or as someone that's out to get me. That ain't how it rolls. That's not how it rolls here. If you're a nice person, I'm going to help you. For no other reason but to be a nice guy. Really. What do I get out of that? Nothing. But I go out of my way to do it. Anyways, knowing they're saying shit behind my back, still do it. If you guys knew half the shit, half of it, it's ridiculous. I like Broken Baker a lot. Broken Baker he's a straight shooting, honest to goodness, real straight guy. He's the man. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, I mean, listen, I can only do me, right? I can only do me. I can't do you. I can't do no one else. I don't want to. I got enough problems just doing me. Kim, thank you. Yep. Bailey, please, just all I can ask for is just prayers. I don't, not even going to talk about the thumbs up or the like and the subscribe and the Venmo and the Cash App. No, man. I'll take some prayers from Mike. Many as I get. That's more important than anything. Yeah, Sue. It's funny. Funny, Sue. Right? Hardman, Trooper Hardman, in his report states that he grabbed me by the arm, made me compliant, and helped me across the street. That's his words in his report that he wrote, not me. I have no input as to what Trooper Hardman writes on his reports, but he wrote that he physically manhandled me. So we'll see about that. Yeah, Hardman picked me up. He blew my rotator cuff out. He picked me up on my arm and moved me across the street. Yeah. No, that was Scott being rude. He's rude all the time. And you know this big thing? And listen, I'll tell you guys, you gotta know the whole truth. So there's a thing, there's a function that I get invited to, right? I'm gonna bring one of my mods. So I go +1. My mods can't go. Kim was busy or something like that. It was Amy or whatever, somebody. So I took Scott McGinnis as my +1 to the dinner. Well, the people at Canton took that personal, and they were pissed that they didn't get an invitation. And they walked away from the whole entire Can't Read movement because they were mad because Scott McGinnis was there as a +1 because it's from me. After that +1 event, I got a world of shit. Whole bunch of shit. All my fault, blah, blah, blah. Blame Tom. But better yet, I'll get so much better. So after that event, Scott goes to 3 more events, and it's all secret. Whisper. Don't let Tom know. Big secret. Everybody knows but me. And they're all whispering and high school shit. Absolute 100% high school drama. The girl with the bowl cut and the black glasses. Drama City. So 3 times he goes to these events after and doesn't even mention it or tell me nothing about it. So at that point, I'm like, you know what? He's not my friend. If he can't even tell me that, not that it's a big deal, but the fact of the matter that you don't even tell me about it and you keep it from me, it's a big secret. Big secret. Yeah. No, I'm all set. Legit. I'm really good. I'm close too. That's the game that they were playing. So, when Resistance to Silence poached a couple of my mods, they took my mod chat that I had private, it was just us, and they copied it and sent it out to the world. So that's okay to do. No problem there. Yeah. All sorts of stuff happening. The consequences. It has consequences. Yeah. So not big enjoy it. So here I am. When I'm sorry. So that's the issue, or whatever it is. And whatever issue he has, Mike, it's got nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. But it's despicable. Thank you, Mary. Actually, go left here. You let me? Yay. So, just so you guys now know, that's the rest. Was it Paul Harvey? And that is the rest of the story. Oh, come on. Let me. Oh, my goodness. We're getting there, people. I promise. I'm sorry to bring that shit up into this, guys. There's more important stuff to be worried about. Like Aidan, he's got 105 years or 116 years or whatever over his head. Absolute joke. Come on, people. Yeah. No, no more trials. The Hills of Western Mass warned Tom a year and a half ago about Scott. Absolutely right. True. Yep. It's all. I'm done with that. I didn't do anything wrong for me in any way. Did nothing. Okay, what's going on here? Thank you all for going to church with me. We were all behaving yourselves pretty good. Uh-huh. Back roads Dedham. Thank you, Melanie. Thanks, Pat. Javier, we said prayers for you, bud. All right, come on now. I know where I'm at. Isn't that sad? I know exactly where I'm at. Jesus. Ugh. So thank you all for being here again. Please hit the like, subscribe, thumbs up button. My just so you guys know, my Cash App is CPUTOM. My Venmo is CPUTOM. Yeah, I appreciate it. Every little bit helps people. It really does. And I took 3 week hiatus. So I took a 3 weeks off. Who sent $20? Who did that? I can't see. Grant's rope belt. Please pray for Mike. Oh, please, please, please. That's all I could ask for. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. You know, it would be so nice to have the judge just dismiss all these charges. Dismissed. Go home. Get out of my courtroom. Don't come back. That would be nice. Grateful Diner up here on the right. Good breakfast. Poor guy. Guy dropped. Had a heart attack. I was there, so I went over and tried to help the guy out. That messed me up too the next day. And then they told me that he lived. So that was a good thing. Paul, no, it's a borrowing this car. It's temporary. And I went to my dad and I asked him, how do I fix it? How do how do I be that good cop? And as a rookie, you just can't walk in and say, Chief, you're under arrest. Can't do that. So what do? Because guess what? You put on the same uniform that the most corrupt cop in the world wears. Think about that for a minute. You're going to wear the same uniform as Trooper Michael Proctor? You're going to associate yourself with that? Okay. Yep. Yep. Haven't missed a court date for Karen or Aidan. Haven't missed either one of them. Yep. Marie Gallen, $20. Thank you, Marie. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you, so thank you. Wow. Nice of you to do that. So, again, right? 3.5 years. What do? You're wearing the same uniform. You're just as bad. Think of it that way. Yeah. You don't got to steal a thing. You don't got to be corrupt. Because the guy wearing the same uniform that you're wearing is. And that is the problem. Nice little crowd up there. I'd say there's got to be a good 60 people here already. Nice chunk of people. All right. Hold on, guys. You know the routine, right? We've done this before. You guys know. You guys know what's up. I'm not gonna hit nobody either. But I can talk right here. Right here. Okay. Let me get said battery. So I gave a friend of mine keys. Them keys can be used anytime, any place. It's a master key, actually. So that is the deal with that. Let me plug in my phone. Okay. Plug in my battery power. Check. Put this in here. Check. All right. There's that. Oh, it's hot out. It's hot out. Humid. Badness. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Okay. Yeah. No. 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 Okay, there's that. There's that. Okay. Here we are, guys. We're back again. I'm not sure if this is even possible, but if anybody can go over to Justice Serve and let them know if they want to pop onto my stream and use it and stream for like the beginning of the trial, that they can. Can someone go over there and let them know that I know that they're on, and if they want to pop over, they can, and just use my stream. They're really nice people. They're like Baker, just genuine, awesome people, you know. So I'll absolutely let them use my stream. Watch this, the guy over there, my friend Chris. I want to go bust his chops. You stealing shit? Unloading the car. Good to see you. How you been? How's everything in Brockton?
Not bad, man.
Not good either, but not bad. Yeah.
I gotta go inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just told me I gotta shoot this shit.
Y'all streaming?
Yeah.
Fucking right. Good job. If you got someone competent, about time they did that. You got some great talent in there. You do a good job up there. I know you will. Sweet. I'll be watching your stream, you know. I'll watch you. I'll make sure you're doing it all right. I'll give you pointers. How's that? Yeah. Yeah.
What's up?
Hey, what do you think of the turnout?
Yeah.
Pretty good, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What'd you think about Karen Reed? Wasn't that something?
Yeah, but time. Huh?
That was something.
Yeah, that was. Absolutely.
Hey, have a great day, man. Yeah, I'll talk to you. Good seeing you again. Hey, how are you? Hi. You know, every time I say I'm gonna do it, I forget. But guess what? I didn't. Who's a good one? I got these little bitty ones for you. It's okay. He's a good boy. Does he like them? I don't want to fill them up.
Oh, he ate it.
You good boy? You like that? I got another color. Check this one out. That's a little different. Good boy.
Oh, thank you, Tom.
So.
Not for you.
Yeah, come on.
Good turnout. How you doing, Chrissy? You look good.
Thank you.
He's happy. Your mom got him. Yeah, there you go. I told you I wouldn't forget about you. Henry's a good boy.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Good seeing you again. Okay. Thank you. How you doing? Good to see you. How are you? Thanks for coming.
It's got to be fine.
How are you?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes, please. How's your day going? Welcome, guys. All right. Here we go. Hopefully, right? Shorter than that. Yeah. I got hopefully I got that one there, right? That's gonna capture everything. See a tablet right there? Yeah.
Is it backwards or is it?
No, it's facing us. Yeah.
Okay, get it on here.
Yeah. Trying to add it now. Why am I not seeing it? The layout. The layout.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up there and read. You can see if it's
Yeah.
working.
Actually it's not. I know it's not.
Oh, no, I want Dylan. I mean, they don't have to sit. I mean, the amount of stuff that. I didn't know if I say clearly we're not. Clearly we're not. Oh, it's everybody. On dismissal day.
Guy yelling at me behind me. Hey, what's up, big guy? Good to see you. This Tim Braden, private investigator. Grew up in Ricky Bears in the woods. So behind me, handsome, actually. Cross country track around the back. Oh, there you go. Look at the people coming in. Lots of people coming in. The line just goes.
You can feel.
I'll be here. Good turnout here today. I mean, there's got to be a good 50 people inside already. And they just keep walking in and walking in and walking in. So, not bad. Not too bad. Just so everyone knows, thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, for subscribing, all that good stuff. And the cable guy is my buddy Chris. So he's a good guy. from Brockton. We talk about Brockton stuff, so that's pretty funny. Uh,
But when it was the old station, it's so dark. One night, when I woke up, yeah, she was so
yeah, this morning there was I had previously recorded it and I replayed it this morning.
So I came here twice, and the car I had to I have a
Yeah.
Okay, we just gotta hang on to it up here. You can pick that up, okay? Just if you have one of those, it'll stick with you.
It's my phone. And then I have this.
There's a little. Okay. Just make sure they're all turned.
Ms. Hamilton, your matter is continued to August 25th at 2 p.m. for a bail hearing. Habes will issue to South Bay for your appearance. Thank you. I'll come back and call you. Thank you, Attorney Wayne. Next for the court number 7, Commonwealth versus Dennis Lopez, 24 CR 163. Mr. Lopez will be entering the courtroom momentarily. He is represented by Attorney Jesse Grove. Ms. Commonwealth is represented by Assistant District Attorney Amanda Mullaney. The matter is on for lobby conference. If the parties could please identify themselves for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Amanda Mullaney for the Commonwealth.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jesse Grove for Mr. Lopez, who is in custody and coming in.
Come on over.
So, Mr. Lopez, your matter is continued to September 22nd at 2 p.m. for a possible change of plea. A Hable issue to Worcester for your appearance. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Attorney Grove,
Yeah, call up your Bucherri. We've got, yeah, there you go. Where's Mr. Romano?
he is right over there.
There he is.
Next,
Hi, Mr. Romano.
next for the court, number 1.
Nice to see you.
This is Charles Bucherri Jr., 22 CR 90. Mr. Bucherri is present and represented by Attorney Jesse Grove. The Commonwealth is represented by Assistant District Attorney David Omenu. Matter is on for a final pretrial conference. If the parties could please identify themselves for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. David Armin for the Commonwealth.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jesse Grove for Mr. Buccieri, who is present and out of custody.
Okay. This has a trial date, right?
This matter was set for trial last month when we appeared before Your Honor. This was a case where the Commonwealth had not had contact with the alleged victim for some 3 years.
I remember.
ADA Omenu reached out to me last week saying that he had had contact with the alleged victim and that he was fully on board with testifying.
Okay.
Your Honor had said that I can continue this matter if that was the case. I would be seeking to do that now. I have a formal motion to continue that I can file. I also have a motion for discovery, as I do not believe discovery is complete at this time.
Why don't you come up and talk to me?
Yeah.
Thank you. So that'll be on for, motion on that day.
Okay, so, Mr. Bucieri, well, your trial date of August 26th is canceled and converted to a hearing on any discovery motion at 2 p.m. We'll see you that day.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Are we ready on Mr. Harris? I saw Aubrey. No. Okay, I don't think we have two people. We're waiting on ADA Cook, I believe, Attorney Costa.
Be here at about 2:30.
Okay, we're waiting on Attorney Bradle and, okay, and Attorney Angus, so that's all we can do for right now. Have some. Oh, you know what, I can give you something now. This is okay. Need a moment, are we ready?
Thank you.
Next is for the court number 2, Commonwealth versus Javon Harris, 22 CR 100. Mr. Harris is not present. His presence was waived by his attorney, Dana Sargent. The Commonwealth is represented by Assistant District Attorneys Aubrey Spur and Amanda Mullaney. The matter is on for discovery compliance. If the parties could please identify themselves for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Aubrey Burr for the Commonwealth.
Good afternoon.
Aidan Mullaney again, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Good afternoon, Dana Sargent for Javon Harris. Judge, I believe he was Hayes. He refused to respond, Your Honor.
So this is on for, is it the motion to allow the defense to inspect and photograph?
So that was the, they want,
Is it the motion to allow the defense to inspect and photograph?
so that was the, they wanted to inspect the residents 63 and 61 Lawn Ave.
Yeah.
So I sent notice to the owner and current residents of
Well,
the two
If I don't have a direct
residences. I
line,
spoke with
I
the
can't
owner.
send it
He said
directly
he's
to
happy
her, but
to coordinate a time for this
she can send
inspection
me
to
an
happen.
email. I can
Commonwealth
respond
wants
to it.
to have an inspection as well. So what we've talked about is defense investigator and the representative from the Commonwealth that'll also inspect will coordinate a date, contact Mr. Liu, that's the owner.
And no, there's
of
no
the,
hateful
of
people
the
here, and
property,
everyone.
and it can be inspected at that
Don't,
time.
Okay, that's fine.
So Judge, I'd ask the court to
If
allow
Melanie
the order.
asks me
So the
for a link
landlord
and I want to
had-
send it,
My private investigator
do
spoke
it,
with the landlord
and,
who would be cooperative, as would one of
that's
the two
fine.
tenants. It appears the other tenant may be less cooperative. So with the court order, the Quincy Police could certainly get us in to view it.
Just ordered it.
Awesome, Judge. Additionally,
yeah, people
I went to the
should
clerk's
also
office to get
just calm
copies
the
of paper
drama a little bit.
165, 179, 180, 181. They said there was no order that could be released to counsel. Could I ask that order be made?
What are they?
You
Numbers
touched
again?
the little thing.
I have to have them in front of me. I don't have them all memorized,
If
unfortunately.
you do
Juvenile
up here,
probation
you can
record.
see that
Yes.
blue thing. Touch that. Says replace pin. Do it again. Replace pin. Then you can switch between the feeds. I've said it 5 times now. If she tries to send me an email because I don't have a DM,
Okay, so they're-
I can send it to her. I
Yeah,
need
juvenile
her to
probation rec
contact me and I'll
165.
send
Yeah, you can
her
look at
the
that.
link, please.
And I would just ask her
Don't
that the
ask
copy of the
25,000
inspected
times
copy,
more.
whatever
I
gets
will.
produced as well.
I did already say I will
Yeah.
share it with her.
Thank you.
It's all allowed.
Thank you.
That's all those records you saw at the last time.
Yes, Your Honor.
I remember that.
Hey,
Yeah, all right.
motorboat.
And lastly, Your Honor, the Commonwealth has a protective order which it intends to file today before providing counsel with some other records we have received. If defense counsel signs it, then I would ask Your Honor to review and sign as well. I
Yeah,
can
sure.
sign up
Have you shown it to Mr. Sergeant?
Yeah, I'll sign it.
briefly, but
Why don't you sign it, I'll sign it, and then we'll get done.
If you're on mute, please mute, if you're on Zoom, please mute your cell phone.
I believe, and I believe
They muted court. And hopefully we can all go along, get along. And the good thing, there's enough streamers out there so you can find the one you love and leave the ones you might not like. And it's a big old net. We don't have to all agree or disagree. And we don't have to fight each other because we like different people. I didn't fight the guy who hooked up with my ex-wife after, because I didn't like her. I don't know why the courtroom muted themselves. This is courtroom number 1. Yeah, he said the one on the cell phone, could you please mute yourself? So I think that's why they muted court. Justice served is right up here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Marissa taught me how to change the scenes. I'm so proud of myself.
And then motion to,
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh my God. And Norfolk Superior Court, yeah, I'm sorry, the Essex Superior Court closed.
No, it's not. As you can see, I am muted.
So my girl, and Joe, okay. You got the replacement contract? Yes, we did, yeah. And you went through it and everything finished?
Hey, she just want to support the baker. As I said,
I don't think it's from you, but
everyone is welcome as long.
You presume they expired.
I presume that's the case. So they're going ahead for us this one.
Lost 7.
The problem.
No.
No, they probably have a better thing.
We probably have what? Right, yeah, lost 7. I don't want them now, they lost 7. Yeah. Right.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Counsel, are we ready?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you mind talking at the podium, because I can't hear you half the time when you're talking this way to the judge. It's my vacation.
Sure.
You're
taking away my advantages here.
Sorry.
For the record, before the court numbers 4, 5, and 9, Commonwealth versus Aidan Carney, 23 CR 313, 24 CR 43, and 25 CR 88. Carney is present. If the parties could please identify themselves for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Robert Cosgrove for the Commonwealth.
Good afternoon. Timothy Bradle for the defendant, I bet.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
For the defense.
How are you? I'm Mr.
Healing
Carney.
with me, Judge. This is my client, Aidan Carney, in the middle.
Good afternoon. All right. What do we have today?
Well, we have a bit of an agenda here for you, Your Honor.
Go right ahead.
Can I go through?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Your Honor, we're back here on discovery issues that have been going on. As you know, the automatic discovery certainly is due at or before the pretrial conference, which was like over a year ago. And we've been going back and forth with this. And if you just peruse the docket, I'm not going to go through it because I know these kind of tedious discovery hearings are awful for everybody. But if you peruse the docket, you'll see all kinds of motions to compel. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Bradle. I'm sorry, I left my notes. I took some notes.
No, that's okay. I appreciate you taking.
Yeah, and then I left it in the lobby. So.
We're willing to wait for you, Your Honor.
No, Mr. Summers went to get it. Takes good care of me. Mr. Bradle, go right ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. So if you peruse the docket, Judge, you'll see all kinds of motions to compel, and it's just not happening. It's just not happening. So putting the issue of, you know, whether it's an intentional thing or a, you know, just not getting it right kind of thing, nonetheless, we need these items. They're exculpatory. You know, if this was just regular discovery, I might ask for a ruling that the Commonwealth may not use certain items they haven't given us, but this is exculpatory stuff that we need. One of the most important highlights, Your Honor.
So I went through it. These are what my notes are. You want access to different items in a form that you can see on your computer, right?
Right. We can't open what we got.
You want something about somebody that's allegedly a government agent, right?
Yes.
You want digital copies of some documents. You want videos that were taken by the Commonwealth of the rolling rally. The Brady list, right?
Yes.
All right. Is there anything else?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
There's a whole host of items.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the first thing, Judge, is that I don't know if you heard, but it was all over the media, but we got 4,000 blank pages after we were here last time when the Commonwealth said, oh, we gave them 5,000 pages. 4,000 were blank. And now the Commonwealth wants us to give back the thumb drive that has some things on it minus the 4,000 pages. So last time we gave something back, we never saw it again, and they still don't want to give it to us. And that's the Gattani extraction.
I read that.
The redacted extraction.
There's another motion, a pro se motion on that.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Judge.
No, go ahead.
So it's been like 9 months, and we don't have the redacted extraction that the Commonwealth promised me. I look back at my emails on July 9th, 2024, saying it would be ready for pickup. And it just never happened. So now they are apparently doing a 180 in their filing saying, go get it from your friends, Mr. Carney. And I don't really understand that. I don't think it's a serious response. And the Commonwealth owes us the discovery, the redacted discovery. And I ask that you order that forthwith.
Okay. Let me hear from Mr. Cosgrove on that.
All right. Many of these issues, Your Honor, I addressed in addressed in my filing. I have been working diligently to get Mr. Bradel the discovery, despite some obstacles. If Your Honor would be kind enough to go through the list that you just went through with Mr. Bradel one by one, I will respond to them individually.
Yeah. The Commonwealth video of the rolling rally?
All right. The Commonwealth has provided at least 2 copies of the video to the rolling rally. One of them in the format specifically requested by Mr. Kearney. The last time it was provided was, I think, about 6 months ago. The first I heard that he was having a problem with it was the motion that he filed on the last date. As I indicated to Your Honor in my filing, I had notified Mr. Bradel of dates that he could come over to the office, and we would attempt to show him the video and resolve that, which was his suggestion in the first place.
Oh, yeah, I remember reading.
And I got no response.
Mr. Bradel, when are you going to go over to see Mr. Cosgrove and look at this?
So, Judge, that's a separate category, okay? I don't think, you know.
Let me start with this. When are you going to go over to Mr.
Yeah,
Cosgrove?
we'll be happy to go over it. We're not concerned with that aspect of it. We're concerned with the stuff that they were supposed to give us. We can put that aside, the stuff that they tried to give us.
Right.
And it didn't work, you know, that it's not the right format. Nobody can open it short of Bill Gates. And, you know, that stuff, I'm confident with our team, there's some really good computer people on our team that can figure it out. And we've said to them, just do this, and they haven't done that. So if we have to go over there, fine.
Mr. Cosgrove has said to you, come to the office.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Yeah, we will, and that's not what this hearing is about as far as we're concerned. There's a ton of other stuff that doesn't require that.
That's fine. Go ahead, Mr. Cosgrove.
And the second item, Your Honor?
Let's see. I have the Brady list.
I had indicated to Mr. Bradel that I would provide that information 30 days before evidentiary hearing or trial, whichever came first.
I think, and then you said you'd give it to him by September 3rd in your memo?
Yes.
I'll order that. I'll order you to give it to him by September 3rd. So that takes care of that.
What's next, Your Honor?
Okay. Let's see. We have, I think we get to then the, supposedly somebody working as a government agent.
Oh, that would be Catherine Peter, I believe.
Yeah. All right. So tell me about that.
Well, Catherine Peter is relevant basically to the Lindsay Gattani cases. She is a former employee, as I understand it, of Mr. Kearney. He and she had a falling out over issues that don't concern the Commonwealth long before this case was originated, and basically exchanged negative posts about one another. From time to time, she has emailed usually Lieutenant Tully.
No, I'm not interested in the specifics, but more so, I think in your filing that I have in front of me, you have replaced the defective thumb drive. Am I correct?
Yes.
Mr. Bradel, do you have that?
We do, Judge.
All right. So then that's taken care of.
Yes.
All right, great. All right, that's good. Provide.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then we go to the next one, which is a digital copy of all communications from District Attorney Morrissey to civilian witnesses. And it gives a list of names. And then it says that from Mr. Bradel's point of view, that the Commonwealth hasn't provided complete discovery. Go right ahead, Mr. Cosgrove.
Well, I don't know what he thinks he's missing, number one. Number two, what the Commonwealth is obligated to do under the rule is to provide statements of witnesses.
Yeah.
It's not obligated to provide the electronic information which may accompany it any more than when it turns over a photograph. It's required to provide who the photographer was, that sort of information. I think this information, I have an inquiry in, would be difficult to access and provide. The Commonwealth has spent literally days assembling statements of witnesses, which are voluminous because it includes all kinds of emails that the witnesses have made to the district attorney's office. And those have been harvested by means of an electronic system called ETOS by using term searches. And then people have gone through them and screened them, and I have screened them for compliance with Rule 14, generously construed, and those have been turned over. I can conceive of certain situations where electronic information might be exculpatory, and I think that's an issue that can be raised on a email by email basis. For example, if it were, if you had an email from somebody and their location at the time that they sent the email undid or provided an alibi or something like that, that would be exculpatory. It should be turned over. But in the ordinary course, all this does is provide information to the defendant that is either for inadmissible.
Okay, Mr. Bradel, can you comment on that?
Yes, Judge. So this is the metadata issue?
This is the individual, well, it's a digital copy of all communications from District Attorney Morrissey to civilian witnesses,
Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
and it lists a whole slew of people.
Sure. So, Judge, the Commonwealth in this case has been going to the mattresses, so to speak, to keep this stuff from us. And meanwhile, the employer of the special prosecutor has released a FOIA of these items, which, just to move ahead for a sec, the fact that they released all this stuff pretty much obliterates this Commonwealth's impoundment privacy argument. But while we've been going back and forth with all this court time with keeping things secret from the defense here, the district attorney's office released 4,000 text messages from Trooper Tully as a FOIA request to the general public, while we, as defendants in a criminal matter with constitutional rights attached, have got nothing. So it's out there, this FOIA request from the employer of the special prosecutor, but not from this special prosecutor. So in terms of the integrity of this stuff, we need the special prosecutor here to give us the items in the context of this case.
The 4,000 text messages, were they
Yes.
related to this case, Mr. Bradel, or related to other cases?
Well, it's relevant to the Reed matter, to our matter, it's all the same alleged victims. It's actually emails, not text messages. I'm
Okay.
sorry. But it's 4,000 pages of stuff that we've been wrangling back and forth about. Meanwhile, the district attorney's office releases them in a FOIA like a week ago. That has been bandied all over media while we've been trying to get this stuff for a long time.
Okay, let me
So
go to Mr.
yes, it's a good thing that we're getting it,
Yeah,
but we need the government in this case to give us what they are contending is that stuff.
let me just go to Mr. Cosgrove for a minute. Mr. Cosgrove, were you aware of that?
The short answer is no.
Yeah,
It's, I guess, part of the price of having an independent special prosecutor, Your Honor. I don't work out of the office. I haven't been to the office within the last 2 weeks, I think. So I was not aware of that. I was aware that 12 news organizations had filed FOIA requests for information in the Karen Reed case.
Sure.
But I wasn't aware of what particularly had been released. I'll look into that.
Okay.
I will say that when Mr. Bradel says he's received nothing, that is flatly untrue.
Okay. All right.
I agree, Judge. We got about 200 and something pages out of what was supposed to be 5,000.
So I remember the last time we were here, Mr. Cosgrove, you had said that there were 5,000 pages or some large amount of pages. I'm not going to say 5, it might have been 3.
It was about 5,000. I think it was 4,700 and something.
Okay. Was some of that blank or?
Well, the only information I have with respect to that was a letter from Mr. Bedrow that arrived 5 days later complaining that the bulk of those pages were blank. I do not know why they would be. I haven't been able to figure out why they would be. As a result of that letter, I went back to the DA's office and sat down with one of their electronics people and had them make an entire new copy off of my laptop. And I actually added a little material that had come in since, provided by one of the prosecutors in the Reed case. But the bulk of it was the same 5,000 pages. I then went through that personally with the electronics person sitting by my side and ensured that each and every page was reproduced on the copy that I sent to the defendant. So,
have you sent that to Mr. Bradel or Mr. Bedrow?
I've sent it to Mr. Bradel, and I'm informed that he's got it, so I'm not quite sure why we're still talking about it.
Got it yesterday, Judge.
All right.
So haven't been able to go fully through it.
Yeah, no, sure.
It supports all sorts of other things that we're here for as well.
All right. But you did get it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Then the next thing would be, the next thing I see, and Mr. Bradel didn't think this was much of an issue, was the video of the Commonwealth surveillance from the rolling rally. Has that been?
I think we addressed that, Your Honor.
We can go to the office, and I'm sure that.
Yeah, okay, so that's fine. So that takes care of that, that's good.
Thank you.
And then,
okay. Judge, before we move on, I don't want you to go too far off of this. So, I know it's tempting to think that these 4,000 blank pages is the same thing as the 4,000 FOIA. They're different. So the first thumb drive thing with the 4,000 blank pages has been remedied, okay? But the FOIA thing that should have been given to us has never been given to us, but they're responding to FOIAs about it to everybody but Mr. Carney. So
I get that, but Mr. Cosgrove says he's gonna look into that, and I'm sure he'll give it to you.
Okay, so I just didn't want you to think that was the same.
No,
4,000.
I didn't think
different.
that. Yeah, I didn't think that.
Okay.
All right, I didn't think that. All right. Then I think it's just am I correct, Mr. Bradel? Is that the list, or are there more?
There is more, Judge.
Yeah, tell me the rest.
All right, sure. So within the thumb drive, the thumb drive that was just remedied and given to us, there's all sorts of attachments, and we have a disagreement about this. There's all sorts of attachments from Ms. Peter to the state trooper team and Mr. Mello, I believe it was. I don't think Mr. Cosgrove was on the case then, where Ms. Peter is repeatedly providing attachments of things to the state troopers, and she's literally working on videos for the state troopers that were exhibits in the grand jury.
Let me just hold on for a second. Yep. Mr. Cosgrove, is that part of the 5,000 pages?
Yes.
All right. So then there, you got it at least.
I wish I could say we did have it.
Yeah.
If you hit the attachment, you get that message saying nothing's there. I printed out a few of them, but I'm sure you can just take my word for it, Judge. It says no attachment, nothing found, et cetera, et cetera. They don't come up.
So that's a technical issue. I'm sure you can figure that out.
So I think it's worse. I think it's it's actually a lot. Sorry, Judge.
Cosgrove again. He says you are good to go.
Yes. All right. I'll see you shortly. Thank you very much. See you in a minute. Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, Your Honor, it's actually.
When does the Zoom?
Yeah, it's actually a lost evidence issue, Your Honor. It's not a, oh, gee, we can't open it issue.
Yeah.
It's gone. I think they lost the evidence. And for whatever reason, the attachment has been taken away on the other end, okay? So this is a real bit of prejudice and a distinct bit of harm to the defense that Ms. Peter, who is a government agent, who's provided, and we'll get to this.
Let me just
false
ask Mr. Cosgrove before you go into all of that.
Sure.
Mr. Cosgrove, to the best of your knowledge, has that been turned over to Mr. Bradle and Mr. Betterow?
Has what been turned over?
Has any of the attachments that Mr. Bradle has just referred to?
Depending on what the attachment is, some of the attachments are visible simply by clicking on it. Others that specifically Mr. Betterow has inquired about, to the extent that I can resurrect them, I have sent them along to him and will continue to do that. I haven't worked my way entirely through his letter. But what happened, Your Honor, is this. Lieutenant Tully, who was the recipient of most of these, has the practice of not clicking on unsolicited links that are sent to him on email, so he doesn't access them. Now, if someone is sending him a reference to something that is online, he may check with that person and ask the person, where can I find it online? And then he will go himself and look for it online. For example, Mr. Kearney's YouTube presentations that were introduced to the grand jury. All of those were things that Lieutenant Tully found himself online. He may have been pointed to them by Ms. Peter. He may have been pointed to them by one of the alleged victims who complained about them. May have been pointed to them by multiple sources. But he never clicked on whatever it was that was sent, in part because he's working off a computer system, an office computer system, and there's caution about infecting it with unsolicited links. So these were never accessed, in effect, by the Commonwealth. If the links are now dead, we've never seen them. The links are dead presumably because whoever sent them took them off the internet. So
this would be some text from somebody with a link to a video or something else. And so you'd have the text, but not what the attachment is?
You'd have the text, you'd have a link to a video.
I get it, okay.
You click on the link now and nothing happens. Whether if Lieutenant Tully had clicked on the link 6 months or a year or 18 months, it would have taken him somewhere. Probably would, but he didn't.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Mr. Bradle.
A couple of things, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
A bit of a red herring to kind of suggest that, oh, some crazy person from the internet is sending me something and I don't want to look at it. That's not this. This is a government agent, Catherine Peter, sending them stuff that she's working with them. And you know, you mentioned an evidentiary hearing the other day, Judge. I think we should have an evidentiary hearing on this discovery stuff. Let's bring in Mrs. Peter and let's find this stuff, because this is important stuff, and I'll tell you why in a second. But this isn't some unknown person. This is someone who repeatedly emails the state police and Mr. Mello, so in other words, and the government and the prosecution and the Commonwealth, and is actively assisting the Commonwealth, providing links to certain things. So they're gone. And so let me just jump ahead. One of the things that's missing is Ms. Peter, and we know this from the new emails that we got last night. Ms. Peter changed the titles of Mr. Carney's shows that were these 4-hour shows, Your Honor, that had innocent titles, like, you know, for example, Karen Reed case, where's Michael Proctor? Amiri King wants to fight Turtle Boy, Canton updates, Anti-Bev Canoni out of control. So it's a title that encapsulates a 4-hour show. That was his work. Ms. Peter changed those titles, provided it to the Commonwealth, told Lieutenant Tully in the emails that we have about changing the titles, so they knew. And then they put those titles in as exhibits. We found this out, of course, after the McCarthy-Odell motion. And these titles are different. These titles are very incriminatory, and they suggest they impact Mr. Carney's alleged intent to intimidate witnesses. The titles were all changed, and I can proffer up a spreadsheet of the actual titles and then what she changed them to in these attachments that, oh, gee, now we can't open them. So do the math on that, if I may approach, Your Honor.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Tom.
And so we have now learned that we have a grand jury that was listening to these video clips with titles like, you know, I'm going to kick Colin Albert's ass. And that's just me paraphrasing, but nasty titles. Give me another copy of this one. Yeah. Trying to destroy Colin's life. The actual title is Commonwealth tells more lies about John O'Keefe's GPS data. That's his real title. And these were suggested to be Mr. Carney's expressions, which of course would be used as his bad intent. And they're false and they're lies, and they were done, and we know this from the emails, from this Catherine Peter person.
Yeah, but so what does this have to do with?
So these are attachments that we can't open. There's an example of attachments that are exculpatory and incriminatory to the Commonwealth that we can't even open. So
these YouTube, so on the side of the document where it has the link, your allegation is that you can't open up any of these.
No, I'm sorry. That's if you wanted to see for yourself. But the other two columns are what Ms. Peter made those titles.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And then the regular title.
She changed.
And that was used.
This document, she changed.
That was published to the grand jury as Mr. Carney's work. And it was even argued in Mr. Cosgrove's, one of his recent filings, he argued that, about how these things are so aptly titled, is what he wrote. You may remember that. And this is all false evidence.
Okay.
So, you know, this.
What are you looking for us to do with it, though?
I'm looking to ask to take you up on your offer to have a hearing on an evidentiary hearing where we bring these people in and we get to the bottom of how Ms. Peters' work for the Commonwealth went. And that also impacts, and see, this is all interrelated, Judge. We want Attorney Mello on the stand for this too, because he's the one that presented this false evidence
file a motion
to the grand
for all
jury.
this. I'll take a look at whatever you file, but I think we're kind of getting off track a little bit in terms of what the Commonwealth owes you. That's what I'm concerned.
Okay, I know, I hear what you're saying on that issue, but we did file a motion to disqualify Mello, who's been, you know, not able allegedly to be here, but he can be on Zoom. Whenever there's a hearing where Mr. Carney's bail might get revoked, he's right on the Zoom watching. But, you know, that's another thing we'd like to do here today is ask the court to schedule an evidentiary hearing on.
Gotta write a motion.
No, we did, Judge, I filed two.
For an evidentiary hearing? Is it a new one?
Yes, a motion to disqualify. We have two pending. In fact, Judge Rayburn, I believe it was, set the hearing, and he alleged that he was sick and couldn't come, and it's been in abeyance forever. So we have, Judge. I don't want to, you know, bury the court.
I'm going to talk to you, Mr. Cosgrove.
So you see, Judge, how everything's interrelated. And with respect to the disqualification issue, this is another issue where Mello's involved in this, what we would contend is a conspiracy to put false evidence in front of the grand jury that we figured out. And it was used and argued it was a misrepresentation of Mr. Carney's intent. Because when you would put a title like that on something.
So this is what I'm trying to get you back to, though, Mr.
All right, go ahead, Judge.
What do you need? What else do you say that Mr. Cosgrove has as the special prosecutor that he hasn't turned over to you? We went through that list of items. I just want to get you back on track. Today.
Sure, okay. So, Judge, there's a November 1st email that we can't get the links off of that, and that's important. If I could just have one moment.
Yeah.
And that's the exact email with the links to this, the fake links to this that we can't open. And it's not a thing like, it's not a thing where, oh, well, let's go back to the office and fix it. It literally says, Google Docs, it says, sorry, the file you have requested does not exist. So it's gone.
Okay.
So why did this person make it go away? And I think we know why, but that's why I want to ask you for that hearing too. But, so we want the government to, in writing, tell us what links they have and what links, where did they go? We want them to respond in writing to why there's lost evidence.
Okay, let me just talk to Mr.
They have what we have, and they can figure out where they went to the same extent that the Commonwealth can. The Commonwealth has not deleted any links.
All right, I'll take that under advisement. What else you got?
It says, Judge, literally, the files have been deleted.
Okay.
It doesn't say they've been deleted by the Commonwealth.
So would the court consider ordering the Commonwealth to, we'll tell them what links we can't open, and they need to give some sort of an explanation why this is lost evidence.
Why don't you give us a list of the links that can't be opened?
All right, thank you.
And send it to Mr. Cosgrove. And Mr. Cosgrove, but just ask perhaps if you give us an explanation as to why they can't be opened.
Sure, I will give you an explanation. I will consult with our experts, but I can almost guarantee, Your Honor, that the explanation is going to be that whoever is at the other end of the link removes the content.
That very well might be it, but I think it would, I think if it was in writing, it would probably be the best.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that, Your Honor.
That's great. What else, Mr. Brady? What else?
So, Judge, we talked about the Gitani extracted, redacted extraction, excuse me. So can I get a copy of that? We don't have it. We've been looking for it for 9 months. Can you order?
What is it, the redacted?
The redacted extraction.
Okay.
Of her phone.
But you had the document at one point.
We had it. Judge Krupp ordered us to destroy it and give it back, which we did.
Yeah.
And just 9 months ago, we never got it back.
The redaction back.
Right.
Okay. Mr. Cosgrove.
I object.
Okay. Tell me why.
Well, there's a long history on this, Your Honor, and I went into it in one of my memoranda at length. In the original course, the Commonwealth and the defense entered into an agreement that they would return the original extraction and that we would provide them with a redacted version limited to those things that we felt they were entitled to under Rule 14. I asked Lieutenant Tully to prepare that. He did that. I sent Mr. Bradle a notice. I don't recall when, but the date is in my memorandum saying it's available at the office. Come over, pick it up, or let us know how you want to get it. And I believe I also indicated that there was some additional material on the thumb drive with that extraction. Mr. Bradle never picked it up. In the meantime, came back to court for various reasons that are I believe, still presently impounded, although I believe Mr. Kearney referred to them on one of his YouTube shows. For various reasons, Mr. Bradel indicated that he needed to keep the original thumb drive. Those reasons were unrelated to any issues in this case, but I was persuaded that he should be able to do that, at least temporarily. We struck an agreement with respect to the use of that thumb drive, and there was a subsequent reduction of that, or a modification of that, to writing at Mr. Bradel's request that was endorsed by the court. And then in the Commonwealth's view, which the defense, I believe, still disputes, Mr. Kearney immediately went out and violated those restrictions. So I then filed a motion in front of Judge Krupp requesting an order that the thumb drive be returned. Now, at that point, Your Honor, the defense had the full unredacted thumb drive in its possession, custody, and control for some 9 months. Mr. Kearney had publicly stated on his YouTube presentations that he had provided the contents, a duplicate of the contents of that thumb drive to any number of other people. But the physical thumb drive was ordered returned by Judge Krupp, and it was returned. In the meantime, the defendant had been presenting what I would consider to be various material irrelevant to the case, designed to embarrass and humiliate Ms. Gattani. There was a reference, for example, to her DoorDash orders. There was the defendant picking out a phone number more or less at random and said, well, here's a number that she apparently calls a lot. Let's see who this is, and calling out the number live and dialing it live on his YouTube show. There was a reference to her ex-husband's daughters, if I have it correctly, and what they thought of Ms. Gattani, so forth and so on. Judge Krupp allowed that motion at a provision that I agreed to, but I think was initially suggested by Mr. Bradel. The defense was allowed 2 weeks before they turned the thumb drive over, or approximately that amount, to take notes on anything they thought was relevant on the thumb drive, and then it was returned. As far as I'm concerned, they had it. They had an opportunity to examine it. I assume they did examine it. If they have time to go into the kind of trivia and side roads that Mr. Kearney went on to. I don't think that at this point that the Commonwealth has an obligation to jump through further hoops and re-provide them with a different version.
All right, I'll take that under advisement.
May I be heard on that, Judge?
I think you already were. But I'll give you 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah, Judge, there's no violation. If there was a violation by my client, I say bring it on. There's never been an allegation of a violation. If there was a violation, you know this Commonwealth would have done something about it. There was never a violation. They agreed to give it back. We don't have it. We were allowed to take note of it, but we were ordered by Judge Krupp to destroy it and not have any of it until we got the redacted one back.
Let me ask you this. Did you have it for 9 months?
Yes.
Thereabouts?
Yes.
Did you have a chance to look at it?
Yes, we looked at it, but we were told to destroy it. We don't have any evidence from it. It's destroyed. We were told, ordered by Judge Krupp to destroy it. We need another copy of it. We need the extracted copy of it.
You need the redacted copy.
Hey, we're happy to take the redacted copy,
That's
of course.
Fine. All right, under advisement.
All
What
right,
else you got, Mr. Bradel?
Judge, so just have one moment, please.
Yeah, no, take your time.
Judge, impoundment. As I alluded to earlier, the fact that the sovereign of the special prosecutor here has already released much of the items that government here is trying to keep private, I think it's completely.
Are these impounded or under a protective order?
Judge, I would say that I don't think it matters, Judge.
I think legally it does, doesn't it?
Well, it's a similar examination, Judge. Okay, it's a protective order. Things are impounded by either a judicial order keeping judicial documents private, or you could say, and I think the parlance is that if something is under a protective order, it's impounded from view from people.
Right.
So I think it's just sort of a parlance issue. I think, frankly, the government was splitting hairs when it was trying to say
but
that.
You have all the documents, right? Everything that's under a protective order, you have as Mr. Connie's lawyer.
Judge, we have the documents that are under protective order because, as I alluded to last time, we're sort of under the gun of having to agree to it to get them, and we need these documents. So at the time, but this is a serious deprivation of the public's rights to know, Judge. The public is the victim here, and these are documents that are kept private for no good reason. Whether it's, you want to call it an impoundment or a protective order, there's no legal basis for it, Your Honor. As I said last time, things that show government malfeasance.
What's the basis for a protective order, though? We were discussing that today. Do you have any case law that you could point to on exactly what it is that the government, the hoops that they have to jump through to get a protective order?
Judge, I filed 8 pages on it last time.
Yeah, but give me some of the cases that you think are the most important. Because that was actually something we were working on today, trying to.
Well, Judge, the first order of business on that is that the burden's on the Commonwealth here.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So,
I agree. Maybe I should ask that question to Mr. Cosgrove. But I'll ask it to you first, and then I'll go to Mr. Cosgrove, because the burden is on the Commonwealth. I agree with that. But these protective orders are already in place. So I understand you have the constitutional argument that you and Mr. Betterow have profit about the public's right to know. I get that part. But just in terms of a practical.
Thank you.
Yeah.
1 second, please, Your Honor.
Yeah. No, take your time.
So, Judge, paragraph 3 of my filing last time, Aidan Carney's motion to release case documents from impoundment, paragraph 3, New England Internet Cafe, LLC versus Clerk of Superior Court, Suffolk County, 462 Mass 76. Public has a right of access to judicial documents and a right to understand and observe the operation and work of the judicial branch. They're presumptively public documents. There's a common law right of access to judicial records. So that's sort of that's where we start, is that these records need to be in the public's view. And so the burden is on the government to say why. And then just to carry through, just going to allude to what I said last time, is that when there's corruption or malfeasance, embarrassment, that's not a reason to hide documents from the public. That's a reason to show the documents to the public of the government's missteps. And in this case, there's been a lot of them. And that's really what the government is saying, like, oh, we can't have Mr. Proctor's emails because there's a safety issue. There's always a safety issue. It's either children or a safety issue. There's no safety issue. There's no children involved. It's just embarrassment. He's well on record to show all sorts of horrible things that he's said in his texts or emails or wherever. But and so the idea that we're going to hide any more of it is ridiculous. And the other issue, Judge, is that of the ones that we get, there's never the full story. There's like one screenshot of someone's text, and then there's no responses. There's no, there's just a one little thing that they hope we're going to look at and be satisfied with. There's never any context to this stuff. So that's another discovery aspect.
Let me give the floor to Mr. Cosgrove then about the protective orders. I agree with your filings, Mr. Cosgrove, that these are protective orders as opposed to impounded. So I'll start with that.
All right, Your Honor. And let me just say, as I previously indicated, the release of certain public records is new to me. if Mr. Bradel wants to go through the public records that were released and compare them with the material that is presently under protective order and identify any of those particular things, I'm happy to assent to their release from the protective order, because obviously if they're out there, they're out there, and the protective order isn't really serving any purpose as to those particular materials. Now, with that said, in terms of cases, Your Honor, I would direct Your Honor's attention to the case law in particular cited on page 2 and 3 of my brief that talks about the validity of discovery orders in terms of discovery protective orders as opposed to things that are actually documents filed with the court. I think that's the pertinent case law to direct you to.
Okay.
I would also, Your Honor, like to direct you, if I could, to a YouTube presentation, which is essentially a commentary on the opposition I filed. Mr. Kearney did about an hour and 10 minutes of his own commentary on my filing. It's in YouTube episode 795, entitled, and I'll leave it to the defense to correct me if I get the title wrong, Cosgrove Gets Frisky, What Happened on the Cape, Twitter Shenanigans. And if you start at about 141 at that presentation, and if you can stand it, Your Honor, follow through to about 350, you'll hear Mr. Kearney's explanation as to what he wants these matters released for. And I would characterize his comments somewhat tendentiously as saying, apart from some quibbles about whether I got the titles of his YouTube shows correctly, Mr. Kearney's response is, everything Cosgrove says I want to do with these documents is exactly what I want to do, and so what?
Okay.
Well, Judge, if you look at my filings, there's about 35 cases in there that talk about all this stuff dead on point. And there's no turtle boy exception to the First Amendment, okay? Everybody out there has got this stuff, and Mr. Kearney is not allowed to look at it or use it. It's ridiculous. Every journalist on Twitter is citing this stuff, and he's got to sit here. The guy that broke half of the stuff in the Karen Reed case, he's got to sit here and not touch it, and not do anything. It's ridiculous. It's totally abhorrent. And
so these 400 things that were released on the FOIA request.
4,000.
4,000. 4,000. Oh. Do you have a copy of those?
Everybody's got a copy of those.
Yeah.
I don't have a copy, Your Honor, but I assume I could get it.
I'm not surprised.
All right. Perhaps, I know it's voluminous, but
we can give you a link, Judge. It's easy. It's nothing.
Okay.
If you like a link.
Yeah, that's fine. If you could just maybe write it out.
No problem.
All right. Do we have anything else?
We do, Judge. I'm sorry.
What else we got?
Spot here today.
I just would like to make one more submission.
Yeah, go right ahead.
With respect to the issue that we're on. One of the points that I made, Your Honor, in my memorandum is that there's a cycle here, which is that Mr. Kearney continues to post things about the witnesses in his case and the Karen Reed case on a regular basis. That provokes typically the witnesses to complain to the district attorney's office. That generates statements which need to be turned over in discovery. And I made the point that turning over much of this material, I don't know what public interest there is, for example, in an email where someone says she received an anonymous threatening phone call, which she attributes to a Kearney post, whether rightly or wrongly, other than to, I just don't know what the public interest is in that kind of thing. The public does not have an interest in going through everybody's cell phone, underwear drawer, et cetera, et cetera. So just to drive home the point that Mr. Kearney is continuing on a almost daily basis to publish tendentious commentary about these people, I want to call to your Honor's attention something that came to my attention this morning that he posted 24 hours ago. If I could.
Yeah, let me take a look at it. Thank you.
I think he missed a few of his usual targets, but most of them are there. I'm not suggesting that this is a violation. I'm not suggesting that it's criminally actionable. I am suggesting that it would help Your Honor conceptualize the use that he's going to make to any of this material that's under protective order.
Okay. I looked at it. I get the point.
All right, that's all I have, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Brito, what else you got?
Judge, I can, just watching you peruse Mr. Kearney's publications, okay? Thomas Paine, Samuel Adams, Mark Twain would be spinning in their graves if they saw that a judge was looking at First Amendment protected satire, jokes, criticism, as if there's some risk that this stuff should be sanctionable. It's just completely antithetical to the First Amendment, Your Honor.
Okay, I don't want Mark Twain to feel poorly about me.
Really?
So,
Judge, it's just ridiculous. That the government, you know, proffers that as some sort of evidence of something is just completely beyond the pale, okay? This is all First Amendment protected.
I get your point. I get your point.
So
you've made it very well.
So there's a few more things, Judge, about this impounding these.
The impoundment I get. So I get your arguments on that.
One little fact.
Do you have any other discovery issues?
Yes.
What else you got?
Give you one quick fact.
Yeah.
These people that the government is trying to protect with these impoundment orders that they need or protective orders, they're doing interviews. The McCabe, the Alberts, Proctor, they've all done nationwide interviews. And yet the government wants to say, oh, we need to protect them from safety because of keep their stuff private. They're doing interviews. So that ship has sailed, Your Honor. All of their stuff needs to be unimpounded for our use, for our ability to use it without these constraints, and for the public's right to know, Judge. It just needs to be out there. There's no reason to keep it.
No, I get your point. All right. Is there any other pieces of discovery that you want to argue about? Because I have, I got some other things we have to do, some other cases. We have 2 other cases left. Mr. Brito, I don't want to rush you, but
going back to the Mello issue, Judge. So Prosecutor Mello was the one that was working with Ms. Peter on these phony clips. And we need his emails too on this stuff. And I hope you're not going to say, oh, okay, file a Rule 17. Because I did that with respect to Morrissey's emails. And I was told by Judge Krupp, and I think it's the law of the case now, that no, that's a Rule 14 issue because it's in the possession of the prosecuting authority. So it should be Rule 14 discovery that Mello is communicating with Kate Peter, and it's been undisputed and it's been revealed in this case 100% that Mello's been talking on the phone with the other complainant here, Gattani, and we have only incomplete screenshots and inconsistent screenshots with respect to what's on the phones versus what really happened. And we need a written explanation from the government as to why there's inconsistencies in the discovery, and I'll tell you what that is in a second. But also, we need the full text report. We have these cherry-picked little texts, and like I said before, it's obvious that it was a string, and we get like one email with no responses or no prior context. And it's like they're hoping we just go away as they give us one thing. But it's not, the context isn't there, the full email strings aren't there. And we've made this complaint many times and it doesn't go anywhere. So I'd ask that you order the Commonwealth to either give us the stuff or respond in writing why they can't find it, don't know what I'm talking about, or whatever their position's gonna be.
These are the mellow emails you're talking about?
So we want mellow emails because he's talking directly to Gattani and Peter.
Yeah.
And we have a couple snippets of them, but it's clear there's other ones from the context that we don't have.
All right, I got you.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Mr. Cosgrove.
Well, I believe I turned over the mellow emails in the last round of discovery, and that generated a chiding letter from Mr. Betterow saying that you've had these for a couple of months now. We should have got them sooner. So I'm not, so far as I know, they have the mellow emails.
Right.
Okay. That being said, I think we should pick another date.
So Judge, just the last thing on that.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. That's fine.
For example, Judge, there's a very important group text between Morrissey, Proctor, Tully, and others. And we have like one email from it that points up an extremely provocative issue relative to Proctor saying, why don't we just arrest them about my client? And there's no other discovery on it. There's a perfect example of cherry picking, why we need answers on this stuff. We need more. And there's also, Judge, there's inconsistencies in what we were given, where there'll be, and here's my last thing. Well, there's a list of text messages from discovery that we've been given. And then online, Ms. Peter, it's related to this Ms. Peter again, she publishes a string of text. It's the same string, and there's more emails, or text rather, there's more text in her string that she published online than in the discovery we got. So it's kind of a smoking gun that something was taken out of the discovery we got out of an extraction. And sure enough, we checked with Celebrate, the extractor has that ability to unclick a box to deprive the recipient of something, and the recipient has no idea. So there's a smoking gun here, Judge, that's why this isn't a normal case. I don't think you've ever heard me talking this deep about getting discovery. And here we are because of real reasons, Your Honor. And I hope that the court can give us this relief.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, why don't we pick a date or anything further that you might have?
Does the court want to suggest a date? I haven't had too much luck suggesting dates myself lately.
We think September?
So Judge, in the meantime, would the court order production of some of those written responses? And
yeah, I'll issue an order on the written responses.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, what written response?
I think he's asked you to give written responses as to, for instance, the links and things like that, what can be open, what can't.
Oh, yes. Well, I just indicate that Your Honor indicated that Mr. Breda was going to provide me with a list that I would respond to, so I would just hope your order would take that into account.
Fair enough, Mr. Cosgrove, fair enough.
And Judge, just to the suggestion that, we should tell him what links we can't open. We can't open a single link. There you go. Compliance.
All right. Give me a date that works for the both of you.
September
24th, 25th?
I can't do the 25th.
24th is fine.
Okay, that'll be at 2 p.m.
We'll see you on September 24th at 2.
Okay, Mr. Carney, your cases are continued to September 24th at 2 p.m. for further discovery.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you. No, I was going to say the first one with the prior. Yeah. We go.
To get 88 cooks.
Like, that's what he means. It's so, oh, that's just, it's so ridiculous that, like,
He's never around.
What do you think, Brian? There, okay. Well, we also need,
that he would cite that as some sort of problem. She can.
or Ethan, who's not here.
Can't be Colin. No.
We need 88 cooks. Homavia. Hopefully we do that first, because that'll be quick. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to call number 3. Como versus Abdul Magasa, 22 CR 252. Mr. Magasa is present. Attorney Sean Riley. Matters of remote hearing, if you could please identify yourself for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sean Riley. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Ethan Yanklowitz for Abdul Magasa.
How are you?
All right, good afternoon. I've read the filing. Let me see if I can sum it up. So the government has a knife. First, watch, the government says that there's 5 sources of DNA. Second watch, they say 4 sources.
Yeah, come back. Keep coming back. Keep coming back, right?
Yeah, who's that movie star? I was not even together. I asked her, but young people have anything else. We can't watch that.
Hey, how are you? Thanks, Dawn.
How are you? Good. So you sit up front, listen to everything. That's good. Good.
Group text messages between Proctor, Tully, Buchanan, Morrissey, and these are public servants. These are outlandish messages. We can't show them to the public. They're in our motion to dismiss. We have to redact them. We can't even mention them in open court, what Proctor's saying. It's the nexus of where my charges came from. And their response to our request to unimpound them is, I shit you not, ratchet madness.
Did they vote?
In which the printout from this publication shows that one of the matchups, for those of you unfamiliar, it's a thing where total writers vote on who was the most ratchet of them all. And in the handout he gave us, Robert Cosgrove. Yay! Robert Cosgrove. So he hands the judge a document and says, this document is mocking me. Therefore, the public doesn't have a right to read Michael Proctor's text messages because I'm embarrassed. And inside, he said to us on the way out, he said, jokingly, I told everybody to vote for me. He thinks it's a big joke. This is funny for him. And he's actually saying, no, but we're all in danger. The whole public's in danger. The children are in danger if, we release these matters of public concern messages because of ratchet madness. That's the best. It's pathetic. And I think Judge Doolin is getting the message. I think he's done with this. This is a joke.
It sounds like you're just spinning your wheels in there, asking the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's I was saying, Aidan, it's the nature of these discovery disputes. It's like watching paint dry. Who wants to listen to this? I can't even stand listening to myself. It's just awful, And they're supposed to just give this stuff up willingly. They're supposed to go out of their way to make sure we have all this stuff. And it's just, I can't believe he was saying that, even after they agreed to give us the extracted redaction, they're like, oh, we changed our mind and, forget it. It's just insane. It's an insane, unserious response. So what we're trying to fight here, guys, is the Turtle Boy exception to the First Amendment. You guys can use all these these FOIA requests, and, you guys can have them and talk about them, but, the guy that's behind, everything, why we're here, he can't touch it. We can't talk about it. We can't use it.
Here's what's frustrated to me. If I practiced in this jurisdiction, I'd be in jail. Because you have the Commonwealth dicking around with the material, but then you have a judge who won't do anything about it.
Well, Judge Doolin, we are happy that Judge Doolin is looking at this case. And, the old saw, the wheels of justice move slowly, but it's going to come around. We're going to be okay. It is frustrating. We know he's going to do the right thing, okay? He's trying to be respectful to Mr. Cosgrove, but I think that, that bank account is dwindling, and it's gonna go south real soon. And we're going to get all this stuff, and we're going to be able to freely use this stuff. And when we do, fasten your seatbelts.
What are you hoping for on that September date? Close to the next.
We want everything unimpounded. We want all the attachments or an explanation why, because we contend that constitutes lost evidence. And when the Commonwealth loses evidence, the Commonwealth's in trouble.
We want Mello, Kay Peter, and Brian Tully on the stand. We want to know. I was indicted for witness intimidation based on videos that were presented to the grand jury with names that I did not give those videos. One of the videos they presented, video 616, is going to destroy Colin Albert's life. That's what they named the video. The actual name of the video was something to the effect of exposing corruption in the Commonwealth. You're sitting on that grand jury and you hear exposing corruption of the Commonwealth. You're thinking, well, geez, this guy must be doing something good. But when you hear the title of the video is going to destroy Colin Albert's life, you might think this guy's a bad guy. They literally lied to the jury. And the question is, who changed the titles of those videos? And there's only one person out there who's sick enough to watch every single thing that I do and lie about it. Because we know Cosgrove mentioned one of my YouTube presentations in there the other night. We know he didn't watch it because it's past his bedtime. Somebody sent him that video with that exact timestamp and gave it to him, and he presented it in court. He's not doing any of this work. It's being sent to him. He doesn't know the first thing about what I'm actually about. He'd probably like me. To be perfectly honest, he'd probably like me, as most people do. But instead, he's just collecting his paycheck and going through the motions and declaring war on the First Amendment while he triple dips off his pensions.
So let's hear the evidentiary hearing. You got close to getting that, so then there was a sidebar, and then Cosgrove didn't want you up there. So what happened with that?
It was the judge's idea. He said, let's have an evidentiary hearing and bring them all in. I said, let's do it. Let's go. Bring it on.
And
he doesn't want to do it.
We're gonna get the written response pretty soon, and let's see what we got. But it is slow, but I think we're gonna get somewhere with all the stuff. We're gonna have the unimpounded stuff. We're gonna have the attachments. We're gonna have the text messages. People going on national television can't scream, can't cry and hide behind the Commonwealth protective orders. It's coming out. It's coming.
How will you know? How can you be sure you're getting everything after all of this?
Well, that's a great question, Michelle. It's a leap of faith. There's always in the end, there's always a leap of faith. So you have to kind of try to go behind what they give you and look at it and say, you heard me up there saying that, like, the context doesn't make sense. They gave us one text message on this huge incendiary topic, and no responses, no prior, no after, no nothing. So that's a smoking gun to us that there's more, that they were hoping, I think they were hoping we would be satisfied with this one thing and go away, and when we know the juicy stuff is still to be given, and we're not going to stop till we get it.
And like you said, sometimes they inadvertently show us that they haven't given us stuff. They gave us what they claimed was our complete redacted or complete cell phone records, except she sends a whole bunch of messages to Kate Peter that are not returned from Kate Peter, that just her. And then Kate Peter goes ahead and shares screenshots on her YouTube presentations showing the other side of those messages, which are gone.
I didn't get.
And conveniently, those messages start disappearing the moment Brian Tully becomes the topic of conversation. So the gatekeeper, the guy who gave us this stuff, the messages about him are all gone. Just about Brian Tully. What a coincidence that is. But we're just supposed to trust Brian Tully, who completely disgraced himself with the Karen Reed investigation, who decided that I should be in jail after I started calling him out for his corruption, came to my house and read me my rights in my driveway. That's who we're supposed to trust. No, thank you.
No. Do you think Kate Peters' ego would allow her to delete permanently these YouTube videos, these links that are not accessible anymore? Do you think she still has them somewhere?
That's not my, I have a law degree, not a tech degree, so that's why I count on people like Courtney and, computer people that, figure this stuff out for us. I don't know. I mean, the links Aidan pointed out in the middle of the hearing, it literally says this link was deleted. So, but that's on the Commonwealth. It's lost evidence. They had it and they let it go bye-bye because Kate Peter is part of the Commonwealth as far as we're concerned here. And they had it, they let it disappear. And that's a big problem for them. And that's our next battlefront is lost evidence. We're going to be addressing.
Could you be seeking sanctions or another motion to dismiss based on that?
So it's hard to seek sanctions. The sanction would be that they can't use the evidence, but we want the evidence. It's going to be exculpatory. We know that. So, we have to go right to dismissal, which of course is a drastic remedy. But how much longer are we going to deal with this stuff? They have to give us the stuff that shows this conspiracy, that shows how they're trying to trample on the First Amendment, that shows they're falsifying evidence for the grand jury. And this stuff has to come out, and it will come out, and we're not going to rest until it is out, and we're going to use it to move to dismiss this case.
Were you surprised at the big dump from yesterday? It's kind of poo-pooed by the court. They're like, oh, you got it now. You're good.
You can take that one. He said big
Clever I did that.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know that it's poo-pooed. He's taking it all under advisement, so we'll find out in when he rules on this, whether or not he's actually poo-pooing it. If he allows our motion, then, hopefully he's taking it more seriously. I hope he's starting to get the picture here about what's going on. This is not an honest prosecution. It's not a serious prosecution. I was arrested, almost 2 years ago? What progress has been made on this case? What do we do? We come here every once or 2 months and we go through this motion where we talk about all the stuff they haven't given us, and then we go home, we eat our cheese sandwich, and we go to bed, right? But nothing ever gets done, ever. And I think that's how they want it. I think they just want me out on bail, so I'm on thin ice, so I have to be careful about what I say and who I talk to, etc. It's a joke. It needs to end, and hopefully it ends at least by this time next November when Michael Morrissey's voted out of office and these charges are finally dropped. This is a joke.
Do you believe that the court and Cosgrove really didn't know that the FOIA request was complied with and there's an overlap with the impounded material? They act, oh, I don't know. I've never heard of that.
No, I don't know. I don't know what he reads every day. I don't know. It's kind of hard to miss it if you're on social media.
I guess everybody's got it but us and Cosgrove.
Yeah.
Can you guys tell us what's in there?
Raise your hand. If Kate was an agent, does that mean all her communications are now discoverable?
They do have a work product privilege where they can talk strategy about things, but anything that's exculpatory has to be given over. Anything that shows an investigator bias or a compromise to the integrity of the investigation has to be turned over.
All right. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
all this bullshit, the judge asked for case law, and you like I submitted an 8-page
Yeah, of course.
that you wanted to read.
Yeah.
That one, I heard that. Are you kidding me? Okay. All right. I heard that. Charlie, the most important point is to read it. Okay. It's like the whole point is a hearing. They should be out of that. They adhere to the rules.
Please. That's what they asked.
They both said we like they don't see it. Yeah,
I can't do something.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's a drain, money drain. Just keep it coming back to you. These things are cash registers. That's all it is. It's actually. Yeah.
All right. Oh, wow. Thank you guys for all being here. That's like kind of awesome that you guys are here. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, the audio on this phone sucks. But however, there's a little fat roly-poly type of fucking fat thing right there. Right there. The girl right there. Yeah. She accused me of sexually assaulting her. I didn't even know who her name was. But that's Mary, 3 bags on my face. That's who that is. She said I touched her, or I whatever, at the 24-hour standout when we were all bundled up wearing fucking 30 layers, wrapped in a freaking blue top. She showed up, held the flag for 20 minutes, and left. It's all on video. I didn't even know who she was. I didn't even know her name. But she's got to go and yep, and get her 2 minutes of fame because she can be famous and whatnot. And she sure is. She's famous, all right. That's a double bagger. All day. Double bag it. And even still, double bag that and triple bag the other thing. Yeah, I'm all set with putting up with people's nonsense. gonna lie about me, she can do that. Lie all you want, you little roly-poly. I'm all set with fucking putting up with people's bullshit. Ain't happening, especially when I'm not the one doing it. If it was me starting it, it'd be one thing. But whatever. Glad Fatty showed up. Looks like she gained about 40 pounds. Winter's coming. You know how that works. Another liar. Absolute flat out liar. Liar. Insulting. Who the hell would touch something so disgusting? I'd rather touch 5-day-old beef stew with mold on it. I'd eat that first before I go near that piece of fucking trash. And smell it from over here. Oh, hey, Pop. Hi. So many freaking liars around here. Ugh.
They had a vision. I know, but oh.
Wait till she gets the letter from my attorney, because you just can't go around saying that, you know, because I'm a public figure. You just can't go around saying that you had sex with somebody. Against the law. She'll find out. She got a letter on her way. On the way. Get her address. You want it? Oh, right? Right, here we go. Oh, he's actually got my address. Oh, what am I going to do? I'm not famous no more. Yeah, but you're still fat and ugly. Oh, yeah. It's all good. Mm-hmm. Everybody that's here, you gotta feel bad for Aidan. They're jerking his freaking chain so bad. Ridiculous. Ugh. Jill, it never happened. But yet she has to make a lie up so that she's important, or that she's got like some clout within that little group of hers that she's in, so that she's important, because her being Lindsay Catani's friend isn't important enough. Her lying about me, oh yeah, well, that's okay, right? That's all right. Yeah. Of all people too. Done nothing to anybody. Yeah. Listen, that beef stew got a nice little layer of fat on the top of it. You know that stuff that congeals, that white stuff? Yeah. I'd eat that before I go near that one. Because if you squeeze her, that's what comes out of her. That white stuff. That white stuff comes out of her when you squeeze her. With her belly, her belly's that big. Classy, she's lucky I didn't scream what I want to scream across the whole entire freaking parking lot. I'm not pissed. Unacceptable. So not right. Why are you gonna lie about something like that? Absolute lie. And she don't care because it doesn't affect her. She thinks she's more famous for it. She's famous now, really. Okay. Good luck with that one. It never happened. That's the beauty of it all. It never, ever, ever happened. Well, I gotta say, I'll give a compliment today that I will say Chrissy Mello looks good today. She looks like she's healthy and she's not dealing with medical stuff, so it's good to see that she's okay. That's about that. I mean, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm just a little pissed off that little group of resistance people get to lie about me. You know, it's frustrating. Being of the truth, thank you. It's good to see. Good to be seen. Yeah. Yep. And you know what? I mean, if you're gonna lie about something, lie about something. But if you're gonna use that, like me touching you, as a lie, there's gonna be repercussions. You just can't go accusing people of that you sleep. Say I'm sleeping with that guy. Yeah, but you can't do that. On my worst day of life, I wouldn't hit that. It's this odor that emanates when you get near her. It's like this. It's like stale vinegar. If that makes sense. Stale vinegar and old beef stew. Yeah. It's sad that Aidan has to go through this bullshit with Cosgrove, and Cosgrove doesn't know jack squat. You know he don't know. He's Aidan's right. He's just getting sent clips. Here, watch this at this time thing. No context in any way. It's wrong by a lot. No. Glenn, that's funny. Only every other day. Oh, traffic. We got traffic. Yeah. So Aidan's he's got a long road ahead of him still. Like, come on. They won't even give up the evidence. And it's funny, I asked Bradle that question about Kate Peters' work product. You know, I mean, work product is work product. Even if your name is Kate, I would think it'd be discoverable. I would hope so. Yeah. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. It was tough getting back in the saddle. You know, it's hard. It's hard. Yeah. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah. And, you know, the messed up part is if I did something, it'd be all right. I did this, but I didn't do anything. That's the messed up part. You just can't with these people. When lying comes so easy, what do? Don't forget, she was all part of the Lindsay Catani thing. She was friends with Lindsay when Lindsay set Aidan up. Think about that, people. Think about that. Yep. Only reason. That's the only reason. You're absolutely right, Marks. And when she's losing, the whole Lindsay thing went away, and she wasn't important. So she has to make up another lie within a little group of people and say this happened. Well, guess what? It's on film, right? Show me. Show me. You can't. Ratchet madness. Cosgrove doesn't even know what that is. And he used it today in front of the judge. Words on paper. Yeah. So not right. Thanks, Glenn. Glenn, that's a lot. Thank you, Glenn. One fatal flaw. Yeah. Our own ratchet madness. Oh. Yep. It's been a day. It's been a day, guys. I'll tell you that much. We played an old video this morning early. Me and Donkey did a show. Thanks, Donkey. That was great. That was a lot of fun. And we just did the day in trial. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, vote Cosgrove, absolutely. Absolutely. I can promise you guys I won't be doing a show in the morning. I have a doctor's appointment at 8:30. Oh, 8:15. 8:15 or 8:30. One or the other. Early. So tomorrow's a wash. Yeah. Yeah. Traffic. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy town. Tell you. Absolutely crazy town. But I'm really glad that you are all here today. Please take a second and say prayer for my friend Mike. I'll probably stop at the church before I go home and say some more prayers. But my friend Mike needs some prayers. So if you guys could take a second and say some prayers for my friend Mike, I appreciate it a lot. What else? Oh, Gail, I'm fine. This is good. It's the outside vehicles. It's like my windows are open, so you hear in the other car next to me. Yeah, it's a good little car. Traffic and shyness. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah. So, yeah. Everyone that's here, I appreciate you all. I love you all. Please hit that like and the subscribe button if you want. Much appreciate that. Cash App, CPUTOM. Venmo, CPUTOM. What day is today? Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah. I can't promise a Friday show, but maybe we'll see what we can do about Friday. See if we can make that happen for you guys. And yeah, we'll go from there. Everybody that's donated today, thank you so very much. To everyone that sat here and watched, thank you very, very, very much. And everyone that said prayers for my friend Mike, I appreciate it. I do. And we're not going anywhere far. How about that? And we'll see where. Yeah, there you go. We'll see where we end up after this. So, all right, everybody. Yeah, I have a doc's appointment plan. Can't skip them, unfortunately. I'd be in trouble with a lot more. And yeah. So, all right, everybody. I love you all a lot, and we'll definitely catch up sooner than later. I promise you on that one. Bye, everyone. Love you.